Are you aware of a common physical condition that can be as painful as a heart attack? Menstrual cramps. And then imagine being called to work and being expected to give your 100%, suffering from this kind of a pain. Countless working females across the United States face several issues while on their menstruation. Nancy Kramer, the CEO of 330 Marketing Agency, recounts her time being in the middle of a multi-million-dollar deal when her period started. She excused herself to the washroom to find not a single tampon or a sanitary pad. The rest of her meeting was spent in the anxiety that she might stay in her seat. And she was lucky enough to land the contract. However, there are several women who have to face negative slurs or even lose their jobs. And for most women like Nancy, having to give your 100% while on your period can be an emotional ordeal. There are several students in Santa Monica College themselves who are in the workforce and who might have faced issues related to period at work. I'm interested in this subject and therefore I carried out research. I've taken a course on reproductive health from Stanford University, and I even carried out a survey across the SMC student body and faculty to know more about their opinion on periods. Today I will discuss the issues women workers face while on their period, and I will provide my solution. So let's begin by first discussing the obstacles and difficulties faced by women workers on menstruation. Women workers on menstruation have to face several physical, emotional, and even social problems at work. Now, when women have to work when on their period, they have reported losing their productivity and their job performance. According to a 2011 study that was carried out across 10 countries, including the United States, it was found that on an average, working women lose about 11 hours of work each week when on menstruation. Moreover, the physical discomfort caused due to periods in general and at work can be severe. Now, according to an article published in the American Family Physician, it was found that 1 in 5 women face a pain during their period which is so severe that it can disrupt their daily activities. Moreover, 10% of these women suffer from a severe uterine tissue disorder known as endometriosis that can cause such an extreme pelvic pain that the symptoms can be worse and these women can definitely not work. Moreover, the larger issue here is the mental repercussion that menstruating at work can cause. Firstly, because working women don't just have to deal with the stress and anxiety that hormonal changes and period bring, but they also have to kind of balance that with the extreme pressures of work. And in today's world, there are extremely high pressure work environments. Moreover, the biggest problem of having to menstruate at work is that many companies are very insensitive to their female workers and their needs. According to independent.co, 1 in 10 women have reported receiving negative comments at work like, "You're just lazy." This is not a real issue when they were on their menstruation. They even hid their sanitary pads or lied to their managers why they needed a sick day off. So now that we have seen at the problems that women workers face while menstruating, let's discuss the solutions that I have devised for this problem. The federal government should guarantee a paid period leave to all women workers across US states. Now, this paid period leave can take several forms. It could either, for each employee, it could either be like up to a 3 day off a month or any 12 days a year. And companies can actually work with their employees in order to understand their individual needs. Female workers could alternate for each other's leaves so that they can cover their, fellow employees' work. And you may wonder if this solution will work. And there is ample proof that a paid period leave increases female workers' productivity. Now, according to Joe Connolly, who is the CEO of Visana Health, menstrual policies like paid period leave actually increase employee satisfaction and it reduces their turnover. Moreover, South Korea, which is an economically advanced country just like the United States and has a corporate culture very similar to the US, has successfully implemented in 2001 a paid period leave law wherein every working female can take up to 1 day off a month for her menstruation. Some other countries, like advanced countries like Japan and Taiwan, have also introduced similar paid period leave laws wherein workers can take up to 1 to 3 days off a month. And however, there are still several counter arguments against my solution, and the two major counter arguments are that firstly, that paid period leave is an extremely costly affair for companies and they can't afford giving off to workers just for periods. However, according to Cherry Hoger, who is the CEO of Salt, giving a paid period leave kind of shows empathy towards your worker, and it can retain so many employees that a company can save 10 to thousands of dollars in just keeping one employee. Moreover, the second counter argument is that there are several stereotypes that a paid period leave can impose, against female workers. However, it actually normalizes and destigmatizes a topic like period in workplaces and can serve as a great model for other institutions like educational places. So, now we have seen the problem and we have analyzed in detail the justification and the solutions for these problems. There are several Western countries that are taking great interest in a paid period leave. For instance, in 2017, Italy even tried passing a national law making paid period leave a guarantee to all its female workers. Also, many individual startups, new companies in the United States and Canada are trying, implementing this policy at their own individual level. Because at the end of the day, a woman having to physically suffer at work is no parameter of her strength, and it is the wrong way to measure anybody's, power and willpower. So, menstrual leave is every working woman's human right, because no woman should ever bleed on her job. Thank you.